So our next and final speaker tonight is Lindie Clark, and she is the PACE Academic and Programs Director here at Macquarie. With two other colleagues, she was awarded an Australian Learning and Teaching Council citation for outstanding contributions to student learning, for efforts in building a sustainable work integrated learning programs in the Faculty of Science. Lindie is a trustee of the Dusseldorp Skills Forum, a non-for-profit organisation that works to enhance opportunities for education, skills and employment for all young people, particularly those who don't succeed in the mainstream. Seeing students apply their university learning in real-world settings, and in doing so realise the valuable contribution that they can make in the broader community, is one of the most rewarding learning and teaching experiences that Lindie has in her career. PACE is about extending such opportunities to all Macquarie students. And on that, I would now like to invite Lindie Clark to talk to you about PACE program and work integrated learning programs here.
Thanks very much, Stephen, Vice-Chancellor, colleagues, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to welcome you to our beautiful campus, and we hope you'll come back very frequently over the next few years. So what I want to tell you about, whoops, I'm in control, I keep forgetting that, is about the PACE program, which is a program that builds professional and community engagement experiences into the study programs of all our undergraduate degree programs here at Macquarie. So PACE is really a very central part of a Macquarie degree. All of our degrees are designed to give you both depth in a particular discipline area and also a broad educational experience. So more specifically, PACE is one of the 3 Ps which together provide you with a broader educational experience. Along with people units and planet units, you'll study a PACE unit. And these 3 Ps complement the depth of skills and knowledge that you develop through studying a particular major or discipline-specific degree. So PACE projects, and you can see from that slide there, take a variety of different forms. So some PACE projects are more conventional internships, some involve community-based research along the lines of what Stephen did when he was in Borneo. Others involve service learning, and that's just to name a few different ways that you can get involved with PACE. Another key thing is that a PACE project might take place here locally, even right here on campus, elsewhere in Sydney, elsewhere in Australia, or indeed there's overseas options for you as well. But what's common to all of these projects, that through PACE we team you up with one of our 450 and more PACE partner organisations in either the business, government, not-for-profit or community sector, where you're actually working on a real life project which actually develops and utilises the skills, knowledge and experience that you've acquired through your study here at Macquarie and also through your life more generally, and use those skills, knowledge and that experience to complete a project for an organisation that helps them achieve their goals. So you get a chance to make a contribution to another organisation and the community that it serves. You get a chance to improve your own job prospects in doing so. And what's more, all of this PACE experience is part of and parcel of an academic unit, so it's actually counting for credit towards your degree. I've been teaching one of these PACE units for a number of years now, and these are some of the things that my students tell me that they get out of the experience. They get a chance to understand the actual work context of their studies and apply the theory they've been learning in the classroom into practice. Not only that, they also get to meet and work with talented professionals in an organisation, and as a result, of course, build networks. They get to gain the sort of soft skills like communication and teamwork and interpersonal skills that employers are more and more looking for today. What I most love about teaching students through PACE and learning through the experience with them is that I see students really develop a greater confidence in their own abilities and a knowledge that they can actually make a contribution to another organisation. As a result, we've found that it really helps them build a successful pathway from university into the workforce. As I mentioned, employers these days are increasingly looking for more than just discipline-specific knowledge from the graduates they employ. They're looking for people with those broader capabilities, people who really understand the bigger picture of how their work contributes to society. People who are able to express themselves clearly and to listen to others. People who are willing to take responsibility for getting things done. So on the slide, there's a quote from a marketing director of a global technology company that absolutely attests to this. And these are the sorts of skills and capabilities that we find our students acquire through the PACE program. But you don't have to take my word for it. I'd like to play you a bit of a video now that gives you the word on PACE, if you like, from the horse's mouth.
My name's Stephen Miller from Microsoft Australia. We had Ronan Chandler work for us for the last 12 months. Ronan was an intern in my team, which is the Business Operations and Planning team.
I am the business planning analyst for the marketing department at Microsoft, and it basically involved me looking after the day-to-day management of the budget and also helping the marketers in day-to-day operations, as well as helping out with the financial planning for the new financial year.
He's been an incredibly impressive intern for us in Microsoft Australia. What's really impressed me and why we've continued to support the PACE programme is the fact that they come in so ready to perform corporate tasks, that they are so able to do some of the demands that happen on a day-to-day basis in a corporate life.
I was able to work out exactly what we were going to be doing for the next 12 months and liaise with a lot of managers and executives and really got my name across the entire business.
He has to deal with 100 marketers across Microsoft Australia on any given day. He also looks after all of the samples, all the software that we would give out to enterprises and consumers on a daily basis.
I was able to take part in the Windows 8 launch. I was able to demo Xbox to all these customers. I was able to go to a conference and take part in seeing what customers see of Microsoft and being able to talk with them and liaise with them and really get to know the company from all different sides.
The feedback that I get from all of those stakeholders is nothing short of incredibly impressive, and Ronan should be very, very proud of that. But I think it speaks testaments to the PACE programme and how they are able to really talk to a large number of corporate stakeholders, some of which have extensive experience in the corporate landscape. And that's really been one of the most impressive parts of how we think about the PACE programme and why it's an important part of our recruitment strategy. The fact that PACE is an ongoing programme gives us confidence that when we're bringing in interns, we know that they're of a capability standard. When we think about hiring, PACE programme participants have a track record that makes it incredibly attractive to us and something that makes us want to partner more with that programme and Macquarie University in the future.
Next week I'll be starting as a graduate in the graduate program, which is a 2-year course with Microsoft, and I'll also be going over the States for a global Microsoft conference where I'll get upskilled by all these executives from around the world. It's really, really crucial to get that kind of practical experience outside of what you do, because it really kind of shapes up and rounds up everything that you learn at uni.
I would definitely recommend that other organisations look at PACE graduates or PACE programme participants as part of their organisation's intern programme. The reason I say that is the readiness that they bring to the role.
I would definitely recommend doing the PACE unit at uni. It's a really good way to round off your experience through your studies and also getting practical experience in the workforce. The structured learning that I got through the PACE unit, along with my practical application through Microsoft, really helped me get from an intern into a fully fledged grad in one of the biggest companies in the world.
So from Microsoft's point of view, the PACE program is definitely not your traditional practical experience.
So there's two different ways in which you can get involved in PACE at Macquarie. You might choose to do a PACE unit as part of your specific major or your particular field of study, or you can also take yourself out of your comfort zone and do something a little bit different. That might be working on an individual project in an area that's quite different from your discipline of study, or also getting together with students from right across the university, working with students from other faculties and doing a PACE project that involves an interdisciplinary team. So within both different options, the scope of activities is broad. There's just a tiny selection of the sort of projects that our PACE students have done up on that slide. The video that you've just seen is testament to another sort of way of getting involved in PACE. And there's about 3,600, I think, this year, different stories of projects that students have done through the PACE program at Macquarie. You can find out a bit more about them at the PACE stall in the tent when we finally let you go. Another way that you can get involved, and this is the way that Stephen got involved, was to do one of our international PACE projects, which is a program of community engagement and community development projects in the developing world, principally in the Asia-Pacific region and in Latin America. And it's a program that Macquarie is very proud to co-deliver with Australian Volunteers International, the very experienced volunteering agency. So there's opportunities for you to apply to be involved in PACE International as well. So in terms of your specific options, there's quite a few different options available to you. Many of you are actually going to automatically study a PACE unit as part of your study program. So we've already got over 50 PACE units on the books, and by the time you get up to your second or third year of study here at Macquarie, we'll have many, many more. Even if your particular degree program doesn't have a PACE unit automatically within it at the moment, you can always choose to get involved with PACE through an elective subject. And no matter which route you take, all PACE subjects have that wonderful advantage of, as well as building your capabilities and improving your job prospects and networks, they also count for credit towards the completion of your degree. So in sum, I'd have to say that PACE is quite a unique feature of studying at Macquarie. It enables you to make a real contribution to an organisation and the community it serves. It will improve your career prospects, be that in your existing field or if you're thinking of changing tack and that's why you're coming back to university in your new chosen career path. And it will also give you credit towards your degree at the same time. So I suspect that you might agree with me that it's a really fantastic program and you can't wait to get involved with it here at Macquarie. Thanks very much.